Hello, hello. Can you hear us loud? I want to see if you can hear us in the chat. Let's say we've got sound. Come on, no sound, sir. Sound, boring. There's still no sound anywhere. Can hear you, Luke. All right, you can hear me now. Come on. We talking
Oh,
about
there we
sound.
go.
Let me see. Let's see some fire emojis. Throw up some fire emojis if you can hear me.
We got fire.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
We got one fire from Emerson.
Welcome all. We're reporting live from AMGI Studios out in LA and in the UK from my mama's basement. I'm back in the basement. It's 2022 and we're back with a bang, baby. Hence the fire emoji. No letting the foot off the gas here. This ain't the Carrot Gang no more. This is the No Sleep Gang. We're going to be going in like we've never been going in. Yeah, like our lives depend on it. We'll probably do because you know where our studio is and you all know where we live. So our lives do. A big shout out to all the community and all our mods and top hoppers for keeping the train moving. We're going full steam ahead now. I don't know what's happened to the live stream. Is it still with us?
Still with us.
Still with us. I can't see it for some reason, so I'm just going to refresh. Right. Okay, cool. I'm back in the game now. All right, cool. Who we got in the house today? Introduce yourselves.
All right. We got Carrot Top.
Got Carl Toons.
Carl Toons.
Dennis Hopper.
We got Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Dumbledore.
And I think we got Hooli somewhere here too.
Is Hooli here?
Hey, Hoolie's here. Yeah.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
gang.
Definitely got some questions. I want to hear. Sounds like you're all asleep, so wake up a bit, gang. I know. I want to hear some of this enthusiasm. So, you know, get ready. What are you going to show us today? Talk about.
What you're seeing right now are actually two different players working on two different platforms. We're outside the rabbit hole right now, yet to be designed. But we're just hanging out in this empty void. There are two actual unique players happening right now on two different machines. And so in theory, this can scale up to as many players as we have right now. So this is kind of a working version of multiplayer right now. So who thinks we should maybe get into the rabbit hole?
Of course we should get in the rabbit hole. Why are you teasing me?
All right, let's go.
We've been waiting all Christmas for this shit. Get us in the rabbit hole ASAP.
I say we just make him look at a gray board.
We're going backwards.
This is the first time we're seeing two playable characters, right? Previously it's just been one.
That's right. And also we're getting the assets, all the NFT assets that you guys have now are all in the game. So they're being sorted out. They're being organized. All the metadata is being carefully crafted, and maybe most importantly, these textures are being optimized. The textures are really, really high resolution, and so we want to make sure that when we deliver you this alpha version of the game, that this thing isn't 35 gigabytes. So the quality is too good right now. So we're cleaning this up to make it nice and tidy for you guys. But the main things we're going to be talking about today is, we do have multiplayer working. You guys will be able to be your own NFTs and operate them with your face. And then lastly, we also have some graffiti we've added to some of the sidewalks here, as just kind of a shout out to some of the people that have been really near and dear to us along the way.
So what you're saying is we're a bit ahead of schedule in terms of getting all the NFTs in the game, right? And that's going to be everybody's unique NFT that they own.
Yeah, that's right. All the assets are there. Now we're just sorting through the props, making sure that it links up exactly to your NFT that you guys own, or with multiple ones that you own. But we're starting to it's very early, but we're starting to add the ability to earn carrots in this game. So they don't, it's probably for the alpha, we won't yet make them real carrots, just to make sure that all the economics are there and there's no loopholes or back doors. But we are going to be earning actual K gold in this game that's useful in the real world.
Alright, so I'm seeing some commentary here. Can you show us more? But not today.
Not today.
It's elusive.
On the pavement. You know, get us in the rabbit hole, please.
Yeah. So
this is glitched up and there's some pavement. Let's go. Dive in there. I want to see your best dive. We're going to judge the dive. You know, like how they do with Olympic swimmers.
Hey, Skyhopper, you seem like you're pretty far away from your carrot microphone.
Okay, what about now? I'm
There
pretty
you go.
good,
Yeah.
so-
There we go.
Much better.
So yeah,
My
we
face
got a
is
little bit
literally
of
the microphone.
we got a little bit of graffiti in here that just, we're just having a little bit of fun. We wanted to call out some of our moderators and thank them, so we put your guys' names on some graffiti in here. You can see Stephen Hopperfield and Elvex and GG and Stacks. Yeah, what's up, YZ? We got you in there. Just a little way to shout you guys out.
Yeah, big shout outs there. I love that. All right, cool. You know what? I was on the rookie mistake for some reason. I was a bit behind you all, but this is looking amazing now. We're in the game. I'm seeing who's running around.
Looks like a paintball gun.
Hey, Cartoons, what
Looks
do we
like a
got there?
tennis
Oh,
ball.
he's got a paintball gun.
Paintball gun.
I have a flamethrower here. He has a paintball gun right there.
And Cartoons, can you change up some of the props or the costumes on?
I can only do like a handful of them here.
Okay, we're just doing so. Yeah, we just have a handful of these implemented, but hopefully we could zoom in on some of the. Can we check out the other guy right there with the glowing eyes? I wanted to show you guys specifically what these glowing eyes look like in the game, because I think they take on an extra cool factor now that we actually see them in the gameplay.
Oh damn! Look at that mutant. Yeah, he looks amazing.
Dancing away as well. People are saying they can't hear me that clearly. So I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what's
you're
going on,
you're still a little
but,
quiet there, Skyhopper. I think you need to drink some more carrot juice or something.
my mouth is literally on the microphone.
There you go. Do that. Swallow. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'm gonna swallow that. I'm gonna in bed. But look, that vampire was amazing there. I love that movie.
Yeah, let's
With
get
the
up
glowing
really
eyes
close
as
to
well,
these
so-
things. I mean, let's. I want to see. I want to show you these textures we've worked so hard on. I mean, to be really like nerdy about it, these are 4K textures, and we're optimizing these, just trying to make sure that these are downloadable. You know, we've had some internal discussions. What's the maximum size of a game that you guys can download that still is like doable? Is it 5 gigs? Is it 10 gigs? So we're somewhere, it's probably going to be somewhere in that range, but there's just such an enormous amount of high resolution textures, and that's a lot of what we're doing over the next several weeks is just optimization.
Absolutely. And as you guys can tell, I mean, it's pretty crazy at this point for us, and a lot of work has been going in behind the scenes. I give so much credit to Carl Tunes and to Bungledor, Mr. Kevin Mack. I mean, I know you guys have been setting up the architecture for us to be able to ingest all of these specific, unique attributes. And it's pretty interesting as we start to consider what Web3 is going to look like and what the actual metaverse will look like. It'll be controlling unique characters inside of digital environments, and this really is the beginning of like Ready Player One, guys. I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at here and kind of what we're trying to build for y'all.
I'm fully ready for Player One. I've been ready since the movie came out. But still, people are saying the game audio is a bit loud and they can't hear us. Is there anything we can do with the leveling? Or we still saying the game audio is a bit loud and
Volume down.
we can do.
Yeah, if we can bring the game volume down a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're trying to get
People
that.
want to hear Luke Skyhopper. Everyone is clamoring to hear Luke Skyhopper. If you want to hear Luke Skyhopper, tell us. They're holding me back. Now that I'm back in the UK in my mama's basement, they're holding me back.
Yeah, maybe
Ain't
we'll just
giving
stop
me the
blowing.
airtime that I deserve.
Yeah, we'll stop blowing stuff up for a while. Maybe we can clear the air.
That's what I'm talking about. Ready Player Bun. There we go. That's what it is.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
I like that.
All right, okay, cool.
We all know that we love.
Continue to talk
rabbit
through some of the
puns.
developments. Exactly. Keep talking to us. I mean, people are saying this is going to be the best game of 2022. I'm hearing some good feedback so far. The graphics are looking amazing. I'm loving it. I can't wait to get in here and start shooting up some stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about the development. Some of the gameplay modes that we're working on. What we're looking to see. I'm hearing that it's going to be developed in iteration. So, we're expecting something to start up with, and we're continually going to be improving it. Talk us a bit through the kind of development cycle you guys like to work with, and how you want to involve the community in that development cycle.
Yeah, this is Carrot Top. Let me just jump in for a second to say that we're really modeling this after the Discord channel, the same audio that you guys have on these chats that we listen to, and there's nothing that makes me happier when I see this grassroots kind of you guys having your own conversations. And I was talking with our team saying, how do we duplicate this? And they said, well, it's already done. It's already working on Discord. And so tying in Discord to the Unreal Engine so that you guys can have the same kind of conversations. What you're not seeing here is actually what's going to be my favorite part of this whole game. These characters will be talking with your face. We talked about a rap battle. We will be announcing it very soon with the details. We have a little demo we put together, and so we want you guys to create your own 30-second video. The facial animation and the actual character animation, that's really my background primarily. Is I'm a Pixar character animator at heart, and I still am. That's going to be the heart of this. Characters hanging out in a community and talking. They're going to blow shit up like you're seeing now. But I think when you guys get together and have that same vibe that I hear on Discord, that's going to be where I think the real fun begins. And so soon, and hopefully in the next couple of days, we have all the materials. We just have to package it up and make an announcement. But we want you guys to start recording your face, and we will be putting your actual performance, your song, your rap, your joke. We'll vote on the top 5 performances, and we'll put them on your NFT. And that's when this thing is really just going to completely get to another level of characters hanging out and talking as real people, real animated bunnies. That's where this is going.
I'm ready to turn off Discord once this goes live and everybody meets up in here. This will be our new Discord. And we can talk to each other and we can blow shit up at the same time. It makes sense to me, right? Is that what
Right.
everybody wants? This will be our new Discord channel. Ain't nobody got a Discord game.
That's it.
True.
I don't understand why we can't blow stuff up in a Zoom call.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
I've got no comment on that right now. I don't know how to digest. I don't know how to digest
that was a missed
But
opportunity.
people are asking, people are seeing skateboards about? Will we be able to ride a skateboard at some stage? Are you working on that?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, Bumbledore, maybe you could talk about some of that utility.
Yeah. So as you guys saw, the last one, vehicles are getting worked on. We got to do a little bit of work on them now to get them ready for multiplayer. So you can see we got the multiplayer movement and weapon handling and damage in now, and then the vehicles come next. So like the single player vehicle already works. Multiplayer vehicles coming. Skateboard's a vehicle just like a car, and so yeah, definitely you're gonna be riding those because, I mean, we can't make a world like this and not let you do that. So.
Sorry to cut in there, but could you ride a skateboard and use some form of gun, maybe like a pistol at the same time? Be like, I mean, you might go off balance, but
I think you have to. I mean, it's like if you're riding this. I mean, I can't imagine not doing it that way. So yeah,
what I
that's
like to hear.
totally the plan. Yeah.
GTA San Andreas when you're on your bike shooting stuff.
Yeah.
But you've got to be incredibly balanced to be able to ride a skateboard and be able to shoot shit up. But as long as we make that, I'll be pretty happy with that. I'm looking forward to that.
I would call it a success if we make it less frustrating here than it is in GTA. I hate shooting out of vehicles in GTA. That's mean,
you've got to be good at it. You've got to be good at it. Get used to it after a while. But
but I'm not good.
You have to get better then. But what I'm most satisfied by is that the joint that I saw in Hoolie's mouth is a pretty well rolled joint. So we know Hoolie's about his business.
Yeah, and check out those textures. When you can look at these textures super close. I mean, once again, we can get as close as these things as we want, which is almost a challenge right now, is to still keep this quality, but to make it so that it's sendable to you guys and downloadable. We've talked about also building down in this rabbit hole too, and a lot of these ideas we're kicking around, and this is where you guys come in. I mean, we say this a lot, but you guys are really part of the decision making. It's not just, we don't just vote on everything, but we have talked about potentially building down in the rabbit hole and staking out living areas down below and apartments down below. So that's kind of what's fun about this rabbit hole is that we can go down deep as well. This actual city block that you're seeing, this rabbit hole is certainly one territory we're creating. We've talked about the future possibly, and this is just really, really early days, but when we do collaborate with other NFTs, they too will have their other little mini worlds that we're going to link up with and start piecing these together. And then the real fun begins when you can start mixing these characters together. And we mentioned that several times, but it's becoming more of a reality every single day. Both we're pretty open with our collaboration with some of these people, and there's other things that are just moments away happening behind the scenes, but it's definitely happening. We're getting a lot of people reaching out to us, and I think everyone talks about the metaverse and no one even knows what it is. So we're starting small. We just have this little rabbit hole that we're building, and we'll be linking a lot of these different little worlds together.
Okay, amazing. I'm gonna start taking some questions now, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Just carry on.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I have seen some questions coming up. People are asking. I keep getting this question. What about people who don't own a Hooli? I know. To start with, you're gonna have to have a Hooli to participate in this game, and to participate in kind of some of the play to earn mechanics. But will we be looking in the future to open it up a little bit more? Maybe they don't have a Hooli. And I know we've also spoken about the others drop. What are your thoughts on this team?
Dumbledore?
I mean, ultimately, yeah. We got to figure out what that really means, because I mean, it's like, there's first class citizens of the world, and then there are people who are working toward that. So there's some thinking we got to do on it, but definitely, like, my hope is not to keep people like totally shut out.
Not at all.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think of it like a Disneyland, where there's Disneyland, there's California Adventure, and there's also Main Street, which anybody can come to. And so I think there's certainly, I mean, the people that have put their hard-earned money into this project, have believed in us, are the ones basically paying for the party right now, and we're really, really thankful. And so those are the people we need to really treat well, and they're going to have the kind of the A-list seats initially. So but eventually this should be open to anybody who wants to drop in.
Exactly. And I mean, and we've said this before, guys, and so we need to make sure that we've got good incentives, especially when it comes to play to earn, for our token holders. But obviously, we don't want to limit it only to 8,888 players. So I had seen a question come up in there asking, will there also be heists or mission versions? So obviously, we're ultimately wanting to combine a fun single player experience and a fun multiplayer experience. And non-token holders, finding a way to onboard those people is something that's very important to us. We just, again, obviously just need to make sure that it's done in balance with making sure that the correct incentives are set up for our token holders. So I think play to earn will probably, affect a lot of these dynamics as well. But these are all things that we're working out and trying to, sort the nuances of right now.
Perfect. Some really important questions coming in, like when Sledgehammer? When Sledgehammer?
That is an important one.
Soon, melee weapons are pretty much next on my list. I just got the projectile weapons going, which so like right now you can see like the paintballs and the grenades work. So melee weapons are coming.
Okay.
So when Sledgehammer? Soon.
Soon Sledgehammer. Soon Sledgehammer.
Soon Sledgehammer.
Make sure we come back together. If you got a Sledgehammer in there, you can see a katana. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I already grabbed it, so I can't grab it right now.
All right. Okay. Cool. So
It's
another
there.
important question: gaming modes. Are we looking at a team deathmatch in the future?
I think we have to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely on the want to do list.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Well, everybody start sharpening your skills up, because it's definitely going to pay to be number one in the team deathmatch. I think I've got all your numbers. I'm going to try and get this game a little bit earlier, if you know what I mean, and kind of get skilled up. So challenge to anybody. Luke Skyhop is ready to take you out in team deathmatch. Who's accepting my offer?
I'm accepting your offer.
No, nobody wants it with me. Come on, West. give me a good opponent at least.
I'm ready to go.
I know better.
So what other game modes could you be working on? Might we see like skateboard racing or other forms of racing? What are the other potential game modes we could be seeing?
Yeah, we talked about car racing. I mean, we're currently building the highway, building the track where these vehicles are raceable, and not only does it get you to another part of the world very quickly, but it seems like certainly racing for K Gold seems like that should be a thing. So, so we're putting that together. But also, I also see areas too, and I keep coming back to this community aspect. I also see areas where, and I'm looking forward to auditioning people out there right now to see who's funny, who can tell a joke well, who has a interesting sounding voice. I think there's gonna be areas where people are gonna be hanging out. I think it's gonna be like a comedy corner. I think people are gonna be hanging out, and there's a free speech area where people are going to be entertaining each other just verbally. But the really important thing there is that you then raise the value of your own NFT. Right now, everyone's chasing rarities, and it's awesome, and it's all that stuff is all built in. But you guys are your own rarity. You're going to build your own value. You could have the least rare Hooli out there, and by what you do with him, we want you guys to use these for your own Twitch streams. We want you guys to make your own YouTube content. We want you guys to make your own TikTok content. You guys are the star now. These characters are you, and that's where this stuff is going. And you'll be rewarded based on your popularity. And to what degree? I mean, even now we want to reward all the moderators, the people that have been helping us out. Right now we showed a quick little vision of the shout out of some of the graffiti on sidewalks and things. But in a very real way, I think there should be street names with these moderators on them. I think there should be cafes. I think people that are loyal. Yeah, these are community members, and they're not just names. They should grow territory and grow areas and set up their own shops.
All right, perfect. I mean, I'm really excited by that, to be honest with you. It kind of resonated with me a bit because in London we have something called Speaker's Corner in the park. So what you're essentially saying is this is our universe, this is our world, this is our park.
That's exactly right.
Where we can be ourselves and do whatever we wish to do, right? That's going to be absolutely amazing. And then we've got the facial technology coming into here. Now, honestly, I'm not just saying this because I'm part of the project. This is revolutionary stuff as far as I'm concerned. And I just can't wait for us to all be in here and it's almost like we're going to create what happens in here. We're essentially being given a land, an environment, a character, and the technology and some games to play, but ultimately we can take this in any direction we want, right?
That's right. The best things to come are things that you guys are creating. I'm looking at this boxer right now. It's hilarious. But yeah, you guys, I mean, I think the best ideas are not ultimately, I think, going to come from us. It's coming from you guys. I really honestly believe that.
That's Tommy Fury after Jake Paul would have beaten him up. Interestingly enough, by the way, just sharing a story. I don't know if anybody's seen the latest Jake Paul video, but it was just a joke. It's just Hooli's just having a bit of fun. We can't control Hooli. He's a bit of a hooligan. But interestingly enough, on the flight back from New York that I had, I've had a bit of an adventure from going to LA 3 weeks ago to getting back home. Been through everything in the meantime. Missed flights. People took my luggage. Had COVID. The full works basically. But on the flight back, guess who was on my flight? Tommy Fury. So I bumped into him in baggage, and he saw the My Pet Hooligan sticker on my suitcase as well. But I'm glad we didn't release that shout out video before then because he probably would have punched me in the face. But I do bump into him from time to time. It's a good family. We've got a lot of love for the Furies. Massive fan of Tyson Fury for sure. So don't take it the wrong way. They're all from my hometown. We're just having fun, basically. So any of you Tommy Fury fans that got a bit hurt, yeah, Tommy Fury isn't the best boxer. Yeah, let me get it straight. But don't feel too hurt. We're still friends. Okay, so other questions, important questions coming up. Let me see. Okay, are we going to be able to do graffiti? Will we be able to design our own art on the streets or walls?
So that's definitely something that, again, we've had some internal discussion about this quite a bit, and we're going to have to come up with a bit of a process for bringing art into the world. So we still have some decisions to make in regards to all that. Now I'll let the technical team speak a little more to the nuances of implementing this stuff. But when it comes to being able to tag things in this world, I think it's something that's really important to us. And I personally think there's a real opportunity when it comes to additional NFTs, being able to leave pieces of art inside the world that live there and even making those things actual. If we can tokenize those pieces of art, that could be really cool. And there, who knows, maybe there's even a bit of a heist play that we can play around that in taking those things or fractionalizing those ownerships. So I think that there's a lot to unpack there, but Kevin and Carl, if you guys want to speak a little bit to how we could bring in graffiti. I know we don't have any clear decisions made on it at this moment.
But then it makes sense, right? If we've got different factions or we've got different teams, you almost kind of tag your own area. So maybe there's a way of importing graffiti into it. You can tag an area, and then you can maybe fight for the area as well.
Yeah, totally.
People are asking, how will factions play into this? There's various kind of ways we're looking at playing factions into this and having teams. So I don't know if you want to say anything on that. I know it's in the works, Wes. Also, kind of questions around, if your NFT has a flamethrower or has certain attributes, will they be reflected in the game? Is that something we're working on? So, let's say, for instance, a mutant might, be a little bit more powerful because of the mutation, might have a bit of a bite, might be a bit more powerful with the weaponry. Are these things that we're looking at based on kind of characters and traits? Will we be building those traits in? Is this something we're thinking about?
We're big time. Yeah, absolutely thinking about it. And by the way, Kevin, Carl, shut me up and hop in here at any point. But yeah, definitely thinking about it. Obviously, if you own a token that has an object, you'll certainly be able to use that object inside of the world. But at the same time, we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to, use additional things, pick additional things up. And every character will have, specialties and nuances to them. And we try to articulate that and balance that so that everybody.
So just like in GTA, you could start up with a kind of Uzi, or you could go and collect one
exactly
from the shop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, cool. And I definitely kind of want to, it wouldn't make sense not to have, faction kind of gameplay in here and traits and different abilities. So that's something that I
1000%.
that definitely kind of look at as well. Other important, this is a massive one. This always comes up because people are loving the Discord wages club and the casino we got going on in Discord. Will we get a casino in here at some stage? And then another question's coming in, will you be able to enter buildings? Is that something we might look at in the future as well? Certain buildings? I mean, I've seen a donut shop in here, so
I would say yes. I would say yes to both those things. I mean, once again, whatever's working so well right now in the Discord community, we want to replicate here. And so people love gambling their K gold, and that seems to be a big driver in what's keeping a lot of people excited. But more important than that, I think, is then what you do with the K gold, right? I mean, it got we have the whitelist potential. We have merch that we're currently dropping. We also, there's a question that's come up a lot in the chat. Is there going to be a coin? We are very deep into conversations about that. I think the simple answer is yes, that K gold will be converted to an actual coin that can be used in other platforms as well. So that's to be determined. I don't know if we could speak. We could maybe speak a little further on that. But what do you think, Wes?
Oh yeah. No, overall, we definitely have a very deep ongoing discussion about when carrots will be being released and all the staking rewards and play to earn incentives that'll be happening inside of the game with it. But again, these are things that we just want to make sure that we're very, very, that we're on point in our decision making about it. So no IDO date to release at this moment, but there will be much more information on the carrot token and all the incentives around it coming soon. So I know it's probably not the answer everybody's looking for, but it will be coming soon.
People have also asked if what do you do if there's someone that's out of control in this area where there's free speech? And I think once again, Discord has some good rules established that there will be people that get out of hand, and I think it's I don't know if any of you have kids, but it's like putting them in a timeout, I think, for a time period and to see if they play nice. But I think in any society you have to have some kind of control over. I mean, and there will be different levels of different areas that will have different levels of free speech. I know. I've got
a simpler idea. Just stuff the mouth full of foam from a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Remember the golden rule. Treat every hooligan how you want to be treated.
Why beat around the bush? Just shove some foam in the mouth, and I'm sure they'll shut up. All right, big shout out to all the top hoppers. I keep seeing here top hoppers. next time we do a live stream, make sure we've got some top hoppers names on here as well, please.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Definitely representing the top hoppers and everybody who's been helping out. We appreciate you all. You're a massive part of the success we've been having so far and the continued success we'll have. We can't do it without you. So massive shout out to the top hoppers. There you go. People are already saying thanks. Hell yeah. We love the top hoppers. We love the mods. We love every single one of you in this community. All those people who are continually paying part. When I'm in voice chat, they're always there. Big up all of you. And this just gives us the energy to push ourselves further and further and be the best we can and deliver the best stuff that we can deliver. Obviously, every time we've come to the table, we're showing you new stuff. Today, we're showing you 2 players in the game, being controlled off different screens, different desktop machines, and it's looking absolutely amazing. Everything's still looking smooth. Everything's looking beautiful. So every time we come back round to the table, we're going to show you something differently. When bong is the next question that's coming in. I know we spoke about it before, but somebody's got to be able to take a hit of the bong and something's got to happen in the gameplay. Just reconfirm that that's going to happen. I don't need to know what, how, or when, but is it going to happen?
Oh, consider that confirmed. Yeah.
Go. There you go. There you go. So the bong will be in there. You happy? If you're happy with the bong in there, put up the fire emoji right now. Yeah, everybody's happy. Is Luke Skyhopper hosting Alex Becker's Twitch tournament? We can't confirm and we can't not confirm. We're definitely having conversations around it. So wait for something official to come out, but we would love to. Not Luke Skyhopper, but Hooli. Hooli is ready and waiting, and Hooli is absolutely increasing his knowledge on Twitch, on gaming, so Hooli can be one of the best commentators of all time, and definitely the first NFT commentator. So we are in talks, and hopefully we'll make that a reality. We're definitely keen to make it happen. And a massive shout out to Alex Becker, to Elio Trades, to the Neo Token community, and all of them who've been showing a massive amount of love and support to this project. We appreciate them all, and they're doing an absolutely amazing job.
Absolutely.
All right, keep some questions coming in. Blue check, another one. Blue check. I guess you're referring to OpenSea. I don't know where to even start with OpenSea.
Yeah, seriously. We've got.
All we can say is down every possible channel imaginable and through every contact imaginable. I don't know who's at OpenSea. I don't know how many people work there. I heard they're running off one router, and I heard there's like three members of staff there.
We will keep on them though. We will stay on it.
We're going to continue to stay on them. It's going to happen. They seem to favor certain people and certain individuals above others. So you might see some projects that will get verified before they even drop. And then you'll see others. I mean, there's projects out there. I see complaints from some of the biggest influencers. There's projects out there that have done, 20, 30,000 Ethereum traded and still not verified. I don't know what's going up with that verification process or what the actual process is. But, we'll get there. We just kind of keep on pushing. We're continually making noise. Everybody knows about us. It's on them now. But, we're also going to be going after other marketplaces as well. I know you've all been supporting us in terms of raiding Coinbase. So, we're looking to get on their radar as well. So
we really appreciate it, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Community keep pushing you. With everything you're doing, every time you're talking about the project, you're definitely kind of helping us. And that's helping us the collective and together.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Skyhopper, I like this question. Can we grow carrot kush to earn carrots? Although we can't confirm that, I do like that idea.
On edge.
I mean, you know what? I don't know if you want to talk about this, Wes, but I did text you over the Hooli days about one of my ideas that I can make happen.
Actually, hold on.
Oh, I do. Oh, yes, you're right. All right.
I'm going to talk about it.
Let's not talk about it yet. Let's not talk about that one. But yeah,
I'm not confirming this is going to happen, but I did text West and say I can make this happen if you want to. But
I remember that. Yeah.
That we could make a My Pet Hooligan branded flower, basically. And then I did speak about it in voice chat, and somebody said maybe we can make seeds as well for those who can't legally accept flower. But I'd love to make it happen. I'm just at the mercy of the team right now to approve it. I'm not sure it's going to be that easy to get through.
We'll circle back around on that one.
I mean, let me ask a question. If we did do a My Pet Hooligan flower, what flavor would you want it to be? Tell us what flavor you'd want it to be in the chat. So can make that happen. Okay, whilst people are deciding what their favorite flavor of flower is, People are asking what's going to happen with the others. I know we've spoken about the others. We've teased it. We've said they're not going to be bunnies. I've been talking about zombies. I can't confirm or not confirm that, but I'm just getting it out there. I want to see zombies. Personally, I'm a big zombie fan, big George A. Romero fan. I don't want the fast ones. I want the slow ones. So, you know, what, are we still working on the others? Something coming when we're going to start seeing something, West? I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Honestly, you can put me on the spot. It's all right. No, we've got a lot of.
We're going to get some zombies at least. I'm not saying all of the others need to be zombies, but I need some.
No, we can make that happen. Right now, we've actually got a lot of ideas about who the others are, what their deal is, and also maybe what their connection to MetaZuckBot is. Who knows? I think there's actually a lot there. I know there's been a lot of demand for an actual MetaZuckBot reveal. So we might actually be seeing those things go in tandem or actually have some connection to one another. So while we're still getting all the creative worked out on it, we've got some thoughts about that. And there might be a zombie or two in there. We'll see. I have a sneaking suspicion that there will be.
I don't want to see there might be. I want to see there definitely will be. Zombies. What about, I kind of would like to see a zombie mode, just all out, throw 1,000 zombies in front of them, and let's see who can smash them all to pieces the quickest. There's another game mode. If we were running out of ideas for game modes, I'd be pretty entertained by just being able to work my way through a horde of zombies. Personally, I'm not confirming that's going to happen, but I'm throwing that idea out there. Dumbledore. Okay, cool. So people are asking about staking. Staking's still on the radar, right? We have Q1 this year.
Yeah, still on the radar, and obviously all gets connected back to our audio. So still there's still some information to be coming out about that, but no dates as of this moment.
Okay,
no official dates.
Did the team? Did you guys work on the Coldplay and BTS music video?
Yes, we did.
Did we work on it? Yeah.
I think Colin, if you want to speak to that.
Yeah, absolutely we did. Yeah, it's we have a wonderful relationship with Coldplay. We were big fans, and they couldn't be sweeter to work with. But we BTS was also a really interesting component because I love just the spirit of what that video did. I mean, it was done during COVID. Coldplay was shot in one part of the world. BTS was shot in Korea. We brought them together as volumetric holograms in the same space, and it's kind of what was needed, but it's kind of what's actually happening like in real life. Like we're doing it now, and so I think it's just I just thought the spirit of the video was really, really great, and we have a long-term relationship with Coldplay, and we look forward to do some big things with them in the future.
You're working on something else with Coldplay?
We can't talk about it right now, but it's really cool stuff, and it's everything we're doing is just kind of we're working on a feature film with Netflix. We're working on this thing. When people ask which one do you like better, I say they're all the same to me. We're making characters that are popular around the world. I mean, I did a lot of travel around the world, and nothing made me happier when I was traveling in the south of China and I saw a Buzz Lightyear in graffiti on a graffiti wall at the Xiamen University in southern China, and I thought, I think this is what it's about. Characters that have this global reach beyond countries and cultures. And so I think what BTS is doing is really not just cool music. I think it's important on the world stage, kind of binds us together a little bit. So I'll get off my soapbox there, but I'm very hopeful about the future. Maybe I'm one of the few people that's hopeful about it.
No, I agree with you there.
I'm hopeful too. People keep asking about proof of pet. I've touched on it a bit in Discord. Proof of pet is a concept. Proof of pet is coming. That's all I'm going to say right now.
Yeah,
it's likely to be more details on proof of pet will be announced with the details of staking and tokenomics. So watch out for that. But it will pay to be a holder. It will pay to not list. It will pay to be a diamond hands, as always. As it always does, right?
Yeah.
So on NFTs. Oculus VR. This has come up a few times, but and by the way, whilst I'm talking about this, somebody asked if they can see a sword. So if we could pull it, are we able to get a katana back on? But are we going to have any kind of VR components in the future? Is that something you might work on in maybe phase 2 or phase 3 of the roadmap? Remember, everybody, that this isn't a 6-month plan. This isn't a year plan. This is a multi-year roadmap. The roadmap you see on the website is just phase 1. There's going to be phase 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, as long as you're all with us, we're not going to stop. This thing's going to absolutely continue, and we're going to make, an amazing experience. I want this to be one of the best NFT experiences and gaming experiences out there, and you're going to help create it with us. That's why community is absolutely key to everything. Community is the absolute most important thing here. And by listening to you all is how we're going to achieve great success together. But
Absolutely.
anyway, I've gone off on tangent there. Where was I? What was I saying? I said something about VR.
You were asking about VR. Yes, VR is in the plan. It's going to be a little while because it's a couple things. First-person shooters are a little rough to do in VR because you make yourself sick really easily because you're moving a lot, and of course the UI needs to get redone for it. But I love VR. The last couple of projects I did previously were VR projects, and I love working in that medium. But you can't kind of just slap it on. You have to plan and make a VR experience work. But it's definitely something I'm always thinking about is, okay, when we get to the VR part, how are we going to do this part, and what problems are we going to need to solve to make it a good experience in VR.
All right, perfect. All right, cool. So that could be in the cards then. So another question is, Colin and Wes, when are the 3D files going to come out? People are ready to get busy with them.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So we're working on those. Hopefully soon. I'd hate for you to hold me to a timeline. I would say I would think 4 to 6 weeks might be somewhat ambitious, reasonable. We're trying to figure out how much do we add. We have our own proprietary character controls that wouldn't even really work in some cases, so we're stripping those away. You will get a super high quality FBX file with the character, with bones, joints, that, and as you know, FBX works in Maya, Blender, Unity, transport it wherever you want. What we're working out the details is the face. We want to make sure the faces look exactly like the NFTs that you guys purchased, and all the wonderful sculpting. Even now in the game, you're seeing characters kind of run around with a blank face, and so we'd hate to just give you a blank faced character. It should look like your NFT, and then you guys can do things with. So that's kind of the challenge right now, the needle that we're trying to thread. I welcome your input, but the more we make it look exactly like your NFT, we can't include all those controls to again give you full facial control. But you will have a high quality version with all the textures, all the very high quality textures available, and you guys, go for it. I look forward to seeing what you guys do with these.
All right, I'm not a professional animator, but you've also spoken about, I don't know how much you want to say on this, but I know you've definitely spoken about it. But sometime in the future, maybe later down the year, in different phases, we might have some form of app where people who've not really got experience with using these 3D engines to animate can actually take control of their Hooli or a Hooli and actually make their own content with it a little bit easier, right?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I mean, a lot of what we're about here is democratizing animation. I look forward to seeing what people in other parts of the world who don't have access to high-end computer equipment, that don't have access to schools or community, to be able to make their own content, not only just from their phone, but also in an AR environment, and see these characters come up with whatever you wanted: comedy, political commentary, movie reviews, recipes. So there will be a very, very user-friendly version of this that probably a 3-year-old or 5-year-old could use. So we're just trying to connect all these dots, and if any of you out there can kind of see the roadmap that I'm kind of hinting at, all the stuff's coming together, and I actually think that people are more free to express themselves as a cartoon character than as their actual self, and I think there's also a little bit of freedom in kind of talking through an anonymous character. So all these things are kind of connecting. So yeah, initially we're going to be giving the NFT 3D files to the community. Truthfully, I don't know, quarter of you out there probably know how to animate these and bring these into your system. Others might just want to hold on to these for some future date, or bring these into Sandbox or wherever you want. But I guarantee you the highest quality version of these Hooligans will be in the rabbit hole. And so we want to make these, we want to be completely open to other NFTs, but this is where the quality is going to be. So yeah, all this stuff is all coming together. This next year is going to be really, really big.
Okay, amazing. Good question here. Could we have a dancing Hooli loading screen, Dumbledore? If we've got a few dancers in, could we have a dancing Hooli loading screen? Maybe like
we sure could.
There you go. so we can definitely.
We can make that happen.
Yes.
All right, this is really important, man. We've got a bit of a lore. We've not told everybody too much about the backstory, but they know a little bit. They definitely know who Meta's Upbot is. When we're gonna see Meta's Upbot, because I'm ready to see that geezer's face. If it's a he, and if it's an it, and if it has a face, maybe give it a good give it a good two-piece combo in the face.
And
When we're gonna see Meta's Upbot.
he's a mysterious, shadowy figure, and I think, I mean, to be honest, it's something that one is still being developed, but it's like the spirit of great villains. You have to always keep mystery to it, and even some of the mystery is I mean, it's part of the lore, but I think you never want a villain that you know too much about. But what we've been talking about internally with some of the people here is that it's possible that he might even take a couple of different forms, and you don't know where he is. So it's not unlike a lot of things out there. You don't know who might be watching you. So who knows? He could be actually here, represented, and we wouldn't know it. He might even be in disguise.
Wait and see where this one goes. So I'm just gonna put you on the spot, Colin. Who's your favorite villain?
Oh wow, my favorite villain. That's such a wow. I should know. It's any villain that you. No. I mean, I don't like one-dimensional villains. I like villains where you can see their point of view. I mean, even recently, I thought even like Thanos in the first movie was kind of sympathetic. You can from a certain point of view, you can argue, you could see his point of view. The second one, it just seemed like he was after revenge, and I kind of lost interest. So any time that there's a villain that's, I mean, I think there's no one who's so good they don't do bad things. I think there's no one who's so bad that there's still not some good you could find in them. So I don't like the black and white stories. I like the nuance. I wish I had a more specific answer for you than that. But if you think about it, any of the great movies, I think a big part of why they're great is because they have a very multi-dimensional villain.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely picking up a few more questions here. What's blend shapes? People are asking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So to get a little nerdy, every model, and this is for the 30 years that I've been doing this, every model, it starts out a shell. It's a 3D sculpture. Inside of it, you have bones, which then wiggle those parts of the model, the fingers and things like that. But then if you really want to get into something specific, you could then sculpt on that model what's called a blend shape. And it's just like a little dial that goes from 0 to 1, and it kind of morphs or cross dissolves the character into an entirely different sculpture. And so all models, and it's crazy, this has basically been existing this way for the beginning of CG. All models are a combination of joints and blend shapes, and sometimes another thing called lattices, which kind of make the whole thing wiggle like Jello. But every model has about a 50-50 combination of joints and blend shapes. And so we are able to, thankfully, FBX is a very friendly universal format that we can give you joints and blend shapes, but we can't give all the extra bells and whistles that we've created in the Maya rig where these things originated. So anyway, probably too much information, but there you go.
Sure, the technical people in the community definitely know what you're talking about there. So kind of give us your feedback on that technical people. A really good question is here, and I'm not sure this is possible. I've seen very few games where it's possible, but could you be able to duck away from a shot? If somebody shot you, could you like duck under the bullet?
I'm not even sure.
Comment.
Yeah. Oh, you could. Yeah. Carl Toons is saying, yeah, you could dive out of the way.
Yeah, you'd have to be really fast though, because in a multiplayer game, like we can't go and do an Alan Wake thing where we slow down time for you because everybody's in the same time. So there's stuff we'd need to figure out with that. But if you're really, really fast,
Perfectly. When you're moving, I'm just picking up questions here randomly, but when you're moving from first person to third person, yeah, I saw you were doing it before. Can you get a bit more accuracy with the weaponry? Might you be able to, if we do include some, kind of long range weapons in future, could you be able to see things through a scope if you're a bit of a sharpshooter?
Yes, yeah, the weapon is aware of your aiming state, so so that's in the weapon configuration. You know how we want aiming to affect the spread and how accurate the weapon is.
I think that would apply to graffiti as well. I mean, we talked about probably initially the graffiti would have a set category of things that you could spray, you know, stencils and things. But eventually, it seems like it makes sense that you want to be more accurate and you know whether you're painting in a cubic centimeter or but somehow similar to aiming a gun. I think you'd have to be very accurate if you wanted to, you know, spend some time and make some beautiful artwork up on a wall.
Okay, perfect. Can you write Hooligan to the floor? Oh, I'm imagining that. I think I saw you do it once before.
Yeah, I think that would be a given.
All right, cool. Okay, sniper coming. I guess so. I guess based on what I've heard, potentially there might be a sniper at some stage.
Yeah. Hey, Skyhopper, you got a little quiet again. Can you put the microphone back inside your mouth?
Okay, microphone is now inserted, firmly back in my mouth.
All right.
I'm sure if you were here, you would have slammed it down my throat. There you go, Hooli. I like the way, just to shut me up, if anything. I might be signing you up for too much stuff, but I like the way you can actually interact with the environment, and you know, and you know, being that you were able to write Hooli on the ground with a flamethrower. You know, this kind of stuff and this kind of detail and these little bits are what makes it, you know, even more of a kind of, you know, involved experience for me. Almost like, you know, being in the real world and be able to do that in the real world. Not that I'd do it because I'd probably get arrested straight away. I'm not looking to spend any time in jail, especially with this game out, because I need to be playing this. I need to be making some money from this. You know, if I had kids, if I had babies, I'd be getting them schooled up and trained on this from the get-go, basically. To be like a cash machine for me. But anyway, everyone's I guess there's a lot of genuine and excitement in here. Everybody's, you know, that I'm seeing is very kind of complimentary of the work that's going on development team. So big shout out on behalf of the community. I think we're loving what we're seeing, and every time you're coming to the table, we're seeing some different stuff. So next time, have some more stuff ready for us. I definitely want to hold you to this, but I want to see. I'm not sure when, but I want to see Hooli on a skateboard in the next 1 or 2 live streams. So, are you going to accept the challenge? Is anybody?
We accept that challenge.
There you go. Can we get some background on Luke Skyhopper? What do you want to know about me? Do you want to know about Luke Skyhopper as in the character Luke Skyhopper, or Luke Skyhopper as in me with the Mancunian accent? What do you want to know? I have a very sordid background, I might say, so maybe you don't want to know too much about me. Rock and roll skateboards. Okay, cool. I think we've gone through a lot of the questions there. Somebody's asking what is my favorite food. I kind of like pizza. I like fried chicken as well, and that's me. When I was out in the studio in LA, I was having a I can't remember what you call it, 2-egg gondola for breakfast, but it's literally 2 eggs in a pizza base. It's pretty cool, actually.
Hey, you love those things, man.
I recommend you try it out. It's a bit of a heavy breakfast though, but it wasn't quite. Okay, I think we've already touched on this, but people are asking about casino. They keep asking, but I think we said, yeah, we'll look to develop a casino, so that should be coming. But otherwise, oh yeah, this one keeps coming up. Breeding. I know we've touched on this before, and I know we've said there won't be breeding in phase 1, but we are going to look into it in phase 2. I think one thing about breeding that could be interesting is it could be a way of getting people into the game. So everybody's asking, can we get anybody else in the game? Maybe breeding's a way we can do that. But the other thing with breeding is what scares some people about breeding, especially kind of Genesis holders, is will breeding then devalue the original token? No, it shouldn't do. So if you are doing breeding and you do it right and you do it with the right intentions, it can actually kind of be really kind of beneficial to the wider environment, the landscape, and being able to get others into the game, and actually provide an additional mechanism for holders to generate revenue, especially those that are Genesis holders. So, you know, we are looking at breeding. We're not saying when it's coming. It's not coming in phase 1, but we are looking at it for phase 2. And what that looks like and how we'll kind of protect Genesis holders, you know, that all needs to be kind of considered. So just bear with us with that one. Anything else you want to add on that, Wes?
No. I just think that, you know, generally speaking, the way that breeding our general breeding discussion will probably also then, dovetail into some of the other things that we've been hinting at as well in regards to a proof of pet and other tokenomics and things like that. And also, I've seen the question come up a few times about whether or not we'll be able to rent out players. And that is also something that we're making some decisions on. It'll probably all sort of live in the same world.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna get one last question. People asking about merch. I know we had a little bit of a merch drop. That was just a phase one, right? But when will people be able to get the more cool stuff? Like I want to personally see kind of like rolling trays. I want to see cooler stuff. I want to see some skateboards. I want people to be able to get their own Hooli printed on stuff. Will we be able to get any of that when we actually release our own merch store?
Yeah, the merch store that will be specific to token holders is going to have much more specific like content and items inside of it. No official data on that yet, but that is something also that we're already talking about and getting ready for you guys. So more to come on that soon.
More bongs required and more rolling paper required, apparently.
Noted.
Let's see, but generally, obviously, we always listen to the community. So if you've got any cool ideas and you're actually, willing to participate, if we make it, let's definitely do it. Somebody's mentioning something about trucks on OpenSea. I've not seen them, but there's only one listing on OpenSea that's officially our listing. All our links are in official links. There is nothing else that's connected to My Pet Hooligan that is legit. So if there's anything like My Pet Hooligan trucks, it's absolutely nothing to do with us. So just be aware of scammers.
Definitely.
They're always out to get you, those
Yes.
dirty, scammy Meta Zuckbot. They're all on Meta Zuckbot's payroll, so don't
exactly.
money. Meta Zuckbot already has enough money. Okay, cool. One final question, and Colin, you've kind of signed yourself up to this.
Yeah.
You've spoken about movies. You've spoken about series. Could we see some form of My Pet Hooligan animated, even if it's some shorts? Could we see something?
I think it has to happen. I mean, there's already so much momentum with this thing, and I think it's really just a matter of time. I mean, it already has a lot of enthusiastic support from you guys, but it's just a cool property. It's just fun. I mean, we just have fun with these things. I mean, we're laughing every day as we're making this stuff, and so I think that's a no-brainer. But the crazier thing is, I suspect I'm not really blowing smoke. I hope some of you out there. I can't wait to see some of the hooligans out there with some talent and coming up with their own, ideas and their own voices, their own characters, talking about yourself, give your hoolie some backstory, give it a name. I suspect that organically there will be at least a short or some little comedy skits that we do, little sketch comedy like an SNL kind of show where we can bring these hoolies together, even potentially if they're in different parts of the world. But I suspect that you guys will help inform some of the actual characters. I mean, right now we have Hooli, and he's awesome, right, Hooli?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lot of energy, this guy. And but there, how many Hooli? We have 8,888 hooligans out there, and I think they all should have different, unique personalities, and that's where the fun begins. And you start mixing these together, and then you get that contrast. All art is about contrast. It's this conversation of opposites. That's where the fun begins. So I think there will be short films, TV shows. I hope there's a movie, but I want someone in this community listening right now to be part of it.
You know what? We could actually, as a community, make a full movie script as well for this. I'm 100% sure we can. We've got some great writers in here. We've got over 40,000 people in Discord. We're going to have so many skill sets in there. We could literally do what we want, to be fair. So, if anybody wants to kind of help out, anybody wants to create content, the door is wide open. So let's
Absolutely
definitely do. I'm sure we've got those skills in the house. One really important one that comes up a lot, West, one for you and one for our development team is, will there be any penalty? You might not be able to answer this now, but definitely kind of come back to us on this. Will there be any penalty for moving a Hooli to a ledger, specifically in regards to kind of proof of pet or any kind of airdrops we might do in the future or taking snapshots?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I saw that come up actually. So, and I can't answer that fully at this moment, but we'll certainly try to get to the bottom of it. I don't want to penalize people for holding things in a ledger necessarily. We don't want to go out of our way to do so. We just got to make sure that we can still kind of keep everything. We just got to make sure that it kind of all works within the system that we're building. So generally speaking, no, but we will have some more definitive answers on that as we kind of get the more of our tokenomics and proof of pet kind of like details worked out.
Okay, can Dev do something is the question. Can Dev do something?
Always, yeah.
The team is hinting at a lot. All right, cool. I think you guys and gals play. I know you've just come back to the studio after taking a bit of time off. But how are you feeling? How are you feeling heading into 2022? Are you pumped? Are you amped? Are you ready to go?
So incredibly stoked for 2022, and just insanely grateful as always for everyone in this community. Colin. Kevin?
Yeah. I mean, you guys. I mean, we weren't lying. You guys are making this happen, and the popularity of these things crossing the 1 ETH mark, and rising. I mean, that's allowing us to build a bigger team. It's directly tied to you guys and your enthusiasm. We're hiring more and more people. We need a bigger boat. I mean, it's very exciting, the team we're building, and so I mean, there may even be someone in this community where has some skills and they want to send us their stuff. Send us your reel. I mean, we have the best team of Unreal artists and Disney animators, and we're mixing those things together. So it's a very exciting time, and we're expanding.
And yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, Skyhopper, you've said this before. I mean, we're just so insanely grateful to everybody in this community. This is a multi-year roadmap. This is something we're very committed to, and we're just committed on delivering value to all of you wonderful people that are in this community. We're building this for you guys, and we really appreciate you guys. So. Yeah.
So loads of people are saying to sign them up. So definitely kind of get your CVs over. If you are enthusiastic about working with us, this is a community-driven project. So we definitely be able to hear you out. Let's get those CVs, get your demands in.
Yeah, send them over.
West is hiring. All right, cool. Can we hear from Hooli? Hooli, you got anything to say to the community?
I have nothing to say. Yay! Yeah, gang, we're very excited about this project. And again, thank you. I can't say thank you enough for being with us along this journey. You all make it happen.
There you go. You've always got a lot to say, Julio. I was a bit surprised when you said that.
It's rare that he doesn't have anything to say.
Well, you guys were talking about video game making stuff, and I don't know anything about that. I'm just a rabbit. So I fell asleep a little bit during the conversation. I'm awake now. What do you got?
Okay, all right, fair enough. Why did you fall asleep? Were you talking a bit too hard on the medical marijuana?
Once again, put the carrot in your mouth, Skyhopper. I can't hear you.
Okay, carrot is firmly back. Oh, wait a minute. Pause.
There it is. Now choke on it.
I'm back. All right, cool. Any final words, Colin?
Oh, I don't. Just these are great. These AMAs are good for us. They're good for us to connect with you guys and girls and women, everybody. I mean, we're very, very thankful for this. You guys keep us going. Keep the pressure on. What's so great about this community? It's very positive, but every once in a while, in a rare occasion, if someone has a challenging question, that's great. Bring it on. We like the challenges. So we're an open book here, and so you guys keep us true to this high bar that we're raising, and we hope to still even exceed it.
One last thing, Colin. Do you want to plug Hooli's Got Talent, which is coming soon?
Yeah, Hooli's Got Talent. So it's we need another Hooli in the house.
No, we don't.
So we're trying to see who out there just has something fun to say, 30 seconds or less. We're going to be dropping a little how-to video. You can record on your iPhone using a free app called Live Link Face app, and it records whatever you guys want to say, 30 seconds of a rap, a song, a joke, and then we're going to vote on these, and you'll send these to us. I'll show you in the video how to send these. Usually they're like 30 or 40 megs in length, and so sometimes Gmail has a limit. You have to, but we're going to give you a link how to send these to us. And we're going to vote on these, and the top 5 will put onto your actual NFT, and you'll see a full body performance to your voice and your face to your 30-second performance. And so this is truly an audition. We're looking to see which Hooli out there truly has talent, and that's it's it's a bit of an experiment. No one's done this before. This is the year that NFTs are no longer these JPEGs that people say, well, I could just take a picture of that. Your NFT is not just simply the image that you bought. Ultimately, it's going to be whatever pose you want it to be. Your NFT is unique to your combination of what your character is, but the real fun is when your voice is going to be heard through your NFT. It's going to be acted out. And people say, well, you can't do that. Well, send us a video, download the app, come up with a performance, and practice a little bit. I mean, make it good, right? And send it to us. We're going to vote on these, and maybe we'll have some community involvement. I don't, we're figuring that out. But this is a real thing. Hooli's got talent, so it's starting hopefully in the next day or two.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Looking forward to that. I'll definitely be contributing to that. I have got some skills with the pen. I've got some skills with the vocals
2022.
as well.
This is the year of the Hooli.
This is the year of Luke Skyhopper. Luke Skyhopper's going to take over. Maybe I'm Meta Zuckbot. Maybe I am Meta Zuckbot. You did say Meta Zuckbot could exist in forms. Imagine that for a twist of a story. In different forms. Anyway, thanks, team. Really, I know you're just back in the studio. Taking this time out straight away to get another live stream going means a lot to me, and definitely kind of means a lot to the community. And the community means a lot to all of us, right? So
Absolutely.
big shout out to the community, the mods, the top offers, continually kind of engaging, continually giving us suggestions, holding us to account, challenging us. We really appreciate it. It's what drives us, what gets us up in the morning. And, coming to work is fun. I mean, I've never had this much fun working in my life. I thoroughly enjoy this. Thoroughly enjoy everything that we're doing as a team, and the buzz and excitement is absolutely real, and you're helping create that. That buzz in Discord is also in the studio. So, really kind of appreciate everything the community is doing for us. Community is always going to be number one, and you've all got a massive and very important role to play in this. Whether you're a holder or not, we'll always listen. So, keep sharing, keep engaging. We've got lots of fun activities coming your way in the next few weeks. Lots of opportunity to earn merch. There will be opportunities to earn NFTs, and obviously always opportunities to earn K Gold as well. We're going to take 2022 by storm. We're going to take it by the bull's horns. We're gonna ride through 2022 like we're Dominic Toretto in a 10-second car. We're going all the way with this distance. We've got an absolute shit ton of stuff to deliver. And we're just gonna hit it head on. We're gonna run through walls if we need to. That is the dedication, the drive, and commitment this project team have got to delivering this. And as you can see, it's no mean feat, but we're all in. We're all in, 10 toes down, and we're gonna make this happen. Any closing remarks from the team?
Super love you all, and let's go, guys. LFG.
LFG, let's fucking go. Okay, thank you all. That's it. I think we're going to wrap up here, but carry on talking to us in the Discord team. I need to hold you guys to account a bit more. I want to see you more active in Discord. Yeah.
Deal.
Going into 2022, you're going to see us in there a hell of a lot more.
Deal.
I know I've been getting everything out toward the end of the year. I know I was a little absent, so I'm looking forward to catching up with a lot of you in there quite a bit more. So looking forward to it, guys.
Yep.
Hooli, let's get a let's go before we end this. Loud.
Let's go!
There we go.
Love
That's
all
all,
of you so
folks.
much. Thank you, guys.
Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.
That's it. Bye.